Antony Santos, the Brazilian winger once viewed as a marquee signing at Manchester United, has quietly and determinedly rewritten his narrative. In a football world increasingly dominated by noise, cryptic social media posts, dramatic interviews, and well-placed media leaks, Antony chose a different path. He chose the old-school route: humility, professionalism, and relentless hard work. While some of his peers allowed frustrations to spill into the public domain, Antony kept his focus on what truly mattered: his football. No tantrums, no drama, no attention-seeking antics. He simply put his head down and got to work, tuning out distractions and proving that he's not just a flair player, but a determined athlete intent on salvaging and redefining his career. Antony's loan move to Real Betis turned out to be a crucial turning point. While others in similar situations might have sulked about being shipped out or viewed it as a step down, Antony embraced the opportunity. He didn't see it as a punishment, he saw it as a challenge. And more importantly, he met that challenge head-on. In just 4 months in Spain, he racked up 9 goals and 5 assists, playing a pivotal role in guiding Real Betis to the UEFA Conference League final. His performances were a mix of creative flair and disciplined effort, showcasing both his talent and his growth. For a player who had endured heavy criticism in England, this spell was nothing short of redemptive. Antony didn't complain about his wages. He didn't throw subtle digs at Manchester United. He didn't act like the club owed him more chances. Instead, he worked harder. He proved that character can shine even brighter than skill when times get tough. And that commitment didn't go unnoticed. His return to the Brazil national team is a testament to what consistency and humility can achieve. In a squad that has seen its fair share of drama, Antony was the silent engine. While others were reportedly sulking in the dressing room or feeding stories to tabloids, he was in Spain, training hard, scoring goals, and staying focused. His discipline and refusal to indulge in negativity have made him stand out, not for headlines, but for the right reasons. The criticism Antony received during his initial Premier League stint wasn't unfounded. He struggled to find rhythm, was often predictable, and at times looked out of place. But instead of lashing out, he turned inward. He reflected, regrouped, and responded in the best possible way on the pitch. That kind of reaction deserves admiration. Antony might not have the cult following that others do. He might not dominate Twitter trends or grace the covers of football magazines right now. But his professionalism speaks louder than any PR spin. And in a sport that's increasingly losing touch with humility, players like Antony are refreshing reminders of what it means to truly love the game. His time at Real Betis wasn't just about numbers. It was about intent, growth, and rediscovery. He took responsibility for his development and sought out a new environment to evolve. Few players would have done that without a fuss. Fewer still would have thrived under that pressure. Antony's quiet resilience is perhaps the most underrated part of his journey. When the spotlight faded and the criticism intensified, he didn't go into hiding, he went to work. That mindset has started paying dividends. Whether it's returning to the national team or attracting interest from top clubs again, he's carved his way back with effort, not entitlement. What's striking is that Antony's revival hasn't come from some major tactical reinvention or a PR campaign. It's come from the basics: turning up every day, training hard, staying off social media, and letting his football speak for itself. That is a blueprint for professionalism. If anything, Antony's example offers a case study in how to respond when things go wrong. You don't lash out. You don't feed drama. You just improve. And in doing so, you show coaches, teammates, and fans that your commitment hasn't wavered, even if the perception around you has. There's something deeply admirable about a player who refuses to fold under pressure. Who understands that respect isn't demanded, it's earned, through consistent performances and an unshakable work ethic. That's the path Antony has chosen. His loan spell may end, but the impression he's left will linger. Real Betis fans saw a player hungry to prove himself, not a disgraced Premier League import. And now, fans and critics alike are forced to reassess what they thought they knew about Antony Santos. As summer approaches and the transfer window opens, Antony is likely to be the subject of renewed interest. Not necessarily because of flashy skills, but because he has shown what clubs truly value: resilience, maturity, and a will to fight. Antony's path back into the limelight hasn't been fueled by hype or media agendas. It's been built on day-to-day graft. While some players chase headlines, Antony has chased improvement. He may never be the flashiest, or the most naturally gifted. But few players have shown more resolve or class in the face of adversity. And that's something you can't teach. Whether or not Manchester United see a future for him, Antony has likely done enough to attract serious suitors elsewhere. Clubs that value character as much as talent will take note of his transformation. He has rewritten the story not with words, but with actions. In a world full of noise, silence and effort have become his signature. Whatever happens next, Antony Santos has proven he's not done yet. And maybe, just maybe, this is only the beginning of his second act. He's not the loudest voice in the dressing room. He's not dropping hints in interviews. He's just out there training, playing, improving. That kind of mentality is gold in modern football. And for a player who was once seen as a gamble, he's showing the mindset of a seasoned professional. If his next club can match his hunger, they'll get a player who's not only talented, but fully committed. In a market dominated by ego and self-promotion, Antony has set himself apart by doing the opposite. He's become a lesson in how to handle setbacks. In how to shut out noise. In how to grow. Football needs more players like Antony. Players who let their boots do the talking. He's not fighting to prove fans wrong. He's fighting to prove himself right. That quiet conviction is powerful. The critics were loud when he was struggling. But now he's earning respect the hard way. He's shown that it's not about how you fall, it's about how you get up. And get up he did. When the spotlight dimmed, Antony didn't panic. He kept going. That's courage. Now, as the football world watches his next move, Antony stands as a symbol of what true professionalism looks like. He's not the story people expected, but he's the story football needs. You don't always have to shout to make noise. Sometimes, quiet consistency makes the biggest impact. Antony Santos is walking proof that character, when matched with talent, is unstoppable. He might not be everyone's favorite, but he's undeniably earned respect. Wherever he goes next, one thing is clear: he's not done proving people wrong. And maybe, just maybe, the best is yet to come.